F1 and TEF1. Let's go!
TEF1 races versus F1 races. Look, I live on these electric unicycles. I ride these machines every single day, navigating heavy traffic, dodging potholes, weaving around stray dogs, and barely avoiding trash cans. I know the terror and the glory of having one wheel between your feet and a sudden visit to the emergency room. So when people ask me how track electric wheel racing compares to Formula One, I have to laugh, but I also have to tell you the complete truth. By the end of this video, you will figure out why a $20,000 pit stop crew might actually be softer than a guy wearing full body armor in a public park. Here's the major issue with Formula One. You have millions of dollars, a whole crew of engineers in crisp polo shirts, and a car that costs more than an entire neighborhood. If a Formula One driver gets a minor tire issue, 40 people sprint out with electric tools and change the whole set in 2 seconds flat while the driver drinks specialized water through a straw. Look at what happens in our world. You are in the middle of a race leaning through a tight asphalt turn and your tire pressure drops. You do not have a pit crew. You have a guy named Dave standing near a park bench holding a bicycle pump he bought from a local grocery store. You have to pull over, squat down in heavy knee pads, manually pump the tire yourself while everybody else zooms past you throwing dust in your face and then hop right back on like nothing happened. That is how a problem gets fixed under pressure. We turn mechanical disasters into pure leg workouts. Now look at track conditions because Formula One drivers get extremely picky about the road surface. They complain if there is a tiny bit of rubber debris on the pavement or if the road temperature drops 3 degrees. They get on the radio and start yelling at their team about tire grip levels. Our racetrack is whatever street the city forgot to pave this morning. You are at full throttle on a single wheel, feeling totally unstoppable, and suddenly you hit a random patch of loose gravel right next to a giant crack in the road. If you panic, your legs start shaking like crazy and you go sliding on your stomach across the pavement like a penguin on ice. The fix is pure instinct. You have to bend your knees, loosen your ankles, and let the internal motor do the heavy lifting while your heart jumps straight into your throat. You do not complain to a pit crew over a radio headset. You just lean back, trust the machine, and keep moving forward. Look at the pre-race ritual. In Formula One, they have automated tire warmers wrapping the wheels in electric blankets so the rubber is nice and sticky before the engine even turns on. They have physical therapists massaging the driver neck and handing them custom-carved water bottles. In our starting area, the pre-race ritual is sitting on a tailgate trying to tape custom foam power pads back onto your side panels because the adhesive melted off in the hot sun. You realize 5 minutes before the start signal that your ankle pad is loose and flapping around like a wet fish. You do not have a specialized technician to rebolt your setup. You grab a roll of heavy-duty tape from your backpack and wrap your leg like a mummy. You slap the plastic panel twice to make sure it sticks, check your battery percentage on your phone screen, and march straight to the line looking like a budget action hero ready for battle. Then look at the mechanical damage during a high-speed lap. In Formula One, if a car clips a concrete curb, an entire team of carbon fiber specialists inspects the frame with laser sensors to see if the chassis bent a millimeter. In our world, you take a sharp corner at 35 miles per hour, hit a raised concrete lip, and feel a hard metal bang vibrate through your foot plates. You dented the aluminum rim and now the inner tire tube is losing air while green tire sealant sprays all over your brand new riding boots. You do not get a spare vehicle pulled out of a trailer. You pull out a tiny set of hex keys, bend the rim metal back into place using a heavy rock from the side of the road, wipe the slime off your shoes, and jump right back into the competition. You solve the crisis using primitive tools and raw determination before the next pack of riders rounds the bend. Look at the electronic telemetry debate. Formula One cars have steering wheels that look like video game controllers with 50 buttons and live data updating a room full of scientists in real time. If something overheats, a computer warning flashes and 3 engineers analyze a chart to tell the driver to slow down half a mile per hour. When our machines get pushed to the absolute limit, we do not get a telemetry crew. We get the dreaded speed beeps. You are pushing 50 miles per hour, leaning your entire body weight forward into the wind, and suddenly your wheel starts screaming at you with a high-pitched tone that means your battery is about to give up. If you ignore that warning tone, the wheel shuts off instantly and physics takes over. You become a human missile. The solution is pure human discipline. You have to hear that warning tone, resist the urge to push faster, stand up slightly to catch the wind, and ride the edge of safety without flipping over. It takes a special kind of brain to hear a machine screaming for help and respond by subtly shifting your hips instead of losing your mind. Now look at physical exhaustion. A Formula One driver finishes a race sweating inside an air-conditioned cockpit, complaining about neck strain from high cornering forces while sitting in a molded bucket seat. When you race a high-powered electric unicycle, your entire body is the chassis, the suspension, and the steering rack all at the same time. By lap 5, your feet feel totally numb from high-frequency motor vibrations, and your calves are locked up in a massive muscle cramp that feels like a hot brick attached to your leg. You do not have a massage therapist standing by with an ice pack. You flex your toes inside your boots, shift your weight back onto your heels while traveling 40 miles per hour, and force your legs to absorb every single bump in the road. You train your mind to ignore physical discomfort because stopping means losing every position you fought to gain. What about safety protection? In Formula One, you sit inside a carbon fiber survival cell designed to withstand massive impacts, surrounded by fireproof suits, head restraints, and a giant metal halo over your head. They spend millions of dollars to make sure the driver feels like he is sitting inside a safe armored box. When we race, our survival cell is a helmet, wrist guards, and whatever elbow pads were on sale online. You drop that machine on a turn and there is no metal frame around you. It is just your body hitting the pavement while your 70-pound wheel tumbles behind you like a heavy bowling ball trying to knock your feet out. The fix comes down to learning how to fall like a professional stunt performer. You do not fight the ground. You learn how to slide on heavy plastic pads, roll over your shoulders, pop right back up on your feet, grab your wheel, check if the screen is still working, and jump right back into the race. Pain is temporary, but dropping out of the heat is forever. Look at what happens after the race is over. In Formula One, the winner steps onto a massive elevated stage, spraying expensive champagne, while a full public relations team manages every single word coming out of their mouth for international news channels. They get driven away in luxury vehicles to private jets before the track even clears out. When our race finishes, the winner is sitting on a dusty curb drinking a warm bottle of water, dripping sweat into their helmet lining, surrounded by the exact same people they just tried to pass on the final corner. Your prize is not a giant golden trophy or a contract worth millions of dollars. Your prize is having 5 people gather around your wheel to stare at your worn-out tire, slapping your back because you made an unbelievable turn without wiping out into the bushes. The fix for a hard day of racing is simple. You swap stories about near misses, lend somebody a battery charger because their power died on the cool-down lap, and start planning your next build in your garage. You look at Formula One and you see the absolute peak of human engineering, wealth, and corporate sponsors. It is amazing to watch, but it is totally unreachable for almost every person watching from the couch. TF1 racing is completely different. It is raw, it is loud, and it is accessible to anyone brave enough to step onto a pair of foot plates. Every single person on that starting line built their own setup, fixed their own flat tires in a garage late at night, and earned every single bump and bruise on their body. There is a deeper reason why people get hooked on this single-wheel lifestyle. It is not just about going fast or beating the person standing next to you. When you balance on one wheel, every single small decision is entirely on you. There is no team to blame, no steering wheel to hide behind, and no metal cage to protect you from your mistakes. It forces you to stay present in the moment. You have to trust your feet, trust your mind, and respect the road beneath you. When you fall down, and you definitely will fall down, the only thing that matters is how fast you stand up, wipe off the dirt, and lean back into the momentum of life. Thanks for watching.